let us understand how to, as far as it is between you and your family, you can sit down and discuss and you can argue, and because you have some commonality. Each member of your family has got some your life has been common in various aspects. So you have a lot of common experiences, common understanding. So it's much easier to arrive at an agreement within the family. So between husband and wife, between children and parents, it's possible to arrive at some. But when you're dealing, for example, in the office or in society, to understand the fact that everybody is entitled to his opinion about a certain issue and to respect them for that. Unfortunately, what most people end up doing is defending their stand rather than trying to understand the other person's stand with this angle in mind. Ultimately, what they lose sight of is the goal, and they stand up basically fighting for what they believe is right rather than fighting for the end goal where everybody is supposed to have a common goal. Because why do you meet? You meet because you want to, all of you arrive at a certain line of action which takes us to that goal which we all want to achieve. We forget that, and then most meetings degenerate to basically fight, I would say, verbal tussles between one person and another, and nothing gets achieved. How do we handle this situation, especially in the office? So let's look at the first thing is stop judging. Stop judging is the first, because every time you judge, what you're doing is you're polarizing your mind on one side. You refuse to accept the other side. Now, when you stop judging, you don't judge because facts don't change. Events cannot change. Situations cannot change. Your interpretation of it is what can change. And interpretations can differ from person to person. The moment you judge, you have imposed a particular judgment or imposed a label on a particular situation, in a particular situation. And once you have imposed that label, your ego doesn't enable you or doesn't allow you to depart easily from that stand that you have taken. If you have said something is right, now you'll always stick to that stand saying this is right, this is right. So it becomes very difficult for you to move away from that position. Therefore, point number one, stop judging. Do not declare anything as right or wrong unless and until you have heard the other person's story also. Why should you listen to the other person's story? Because remember, he has also come for the meeting and he is also interested in reaching the same goal as you have. All of you have come together to reach a common goal. But his argument and his way of looking at may be different. Now, if you can look for something in his argument which is common, which helps you assists you and the group in reaching that goal, you can actually take his good points and your good points and combine it together and make it a united effort. Instead of looking at the differences, why not look at the commonalities? But if you are already stuck on one side with your approach and you think that what I'm saying is right, see, since he says no, it means he's wrong. No, because you're only looking at 50% of the situation with your angle. You're not looking at the other person's angle. Unless and until you look at it from both sides, how can you make progress?